Hello to all the parents and students who will be watching this learning video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the relationship of exterior and interior angles of a convex polygon. But before we proceed to our main topic, let's have first a review of the important terms that I have discussed in my last video, because later on we will be using them in our lesson. Let's first define again the polygon. Polygon comes from two words, poly, which means many, and gon, which means angles. Polygons are closed figures made up of three or more line segments, which are their sides, joined at their endpoints, which are their vertices. So, yung mga pictures na makikita natin dito are just few examples of real-life polygons. Okay? Yung pentagon na nakadesign sa soccer ball, the chessboard, the stop sign, and the nachos. The other parts of a polygon, we have the diagonal, which is a segment joining non-consecutive vertices. So, meron tayong illustration dito na nagpapakita ng diagonal. Ito at ito. And then, interior angle is the inside angle of a polygon formed by two adjacent sides. So, here are examples of interior angles. And then, the exterior angle is the angle formed when one side of a polygon is extended. So, ito yung example ng exterior angle. We have two classifications of polygons, the convex and the concave or the non-convex. The convex is when all diagonals lie completely inside the polygon, while the concave, it has a diagonal that does not lie inside the polygon. Let's have an illustration. For the convex, okay. So, as we can see here, for the convex, lahat ng mga diagonals ay nasa loob ng polygon. Okay? While, in concave or the non-convex polygon, ayan, hindi ko na nilagay lahat ng diagonals dito. But we have here one diagonal that lie outside the polygon. So, this diagonal here makes it a concave or a non-convex polygon. So, for us to see the differences, ayan, I have here a few illustrations of the convex and the concave polygons. We have different types of polygons based on the congruency of parts. First, we have the equiangular when all angles are equal. This is an illustration of an equiangular triangle. We also have what we call the equilateral, which means all sides are equal. Ayan. An equilateral triangle. And we also have what we call the regular polygons, when a polygon is both equiangular and equilateral. Okay? Meaning all sides are equal and all angles are equal. Like this illustration. Now we can proceed to our main topic, but first, let me discuss the learning goals. We will derive inductively the relationship of exterior and interior angles of a convex polygon. We will determine the sum of the measures of the interior and exterior angles of a convex polygon. We will find the number of triangle or triangles that can be formed in a polygon. And we will appreciate the relations of interior and exterior angles of convex polygon in real life. Now, let's first discuss the number of triangles in a polygon. The polygon with more than 3 sides can be subdivided into triangles by drawing all the diagonals from one vertex. So let's have illustrations. This is our figure 1 and our figure 2. So, draw tayo ng diagonals from one vertex. So, for this quadrilateral, ayan, yan yung ating diagonal. Okay? So, pwede rin namang dito tayo mag-draw. Okay? Basta galing lang siya sa one vertex. And for the figure 2, ayan. So, kahit saang vertex tayo mag-start, okay, same din yung number ng diagonals na madodraw natin. And yung number ng triangles na makukuha natin. Okay? So, for the figure 1, how many triangles do we have? We have 1, 2. 2 triangles. And for the figure 2, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 triangles. Let's now proceed to the sum of interior angles. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So, ito yung magiging basis natin para sa sum of the interior angles of the other polygons. Okay, so for the triangle, we have 180. Pakita ko ulit yung illustration na ginamit natin kanina. For the figure 1, we have 2 triangles. Since we have 2 triangles here, okay, at ang sabi, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, then what is the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral or of a four-sided polygon? So we just have to multiply 180 degrees by 2, okay, which is equal to 360 degrees. So a quadrilateral has the sum of the interior angles 360 degrees. And then for the pentagon, we can form 3 triangles in a pentagon. Then we just have to multiply 180 degrees by 3, which is equal to 540 degrees. So the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon is equal to 540 degrees. Let's have a summary. Okay. So for the first column will be the name of the polygons. The second column will be the number of sides, which will be our n. And then for the third one, we have the number of triangles formed, which will be our number of sides minus 2. And then for the last column, the sum of the interior angles. And we have a formula, quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Okay. For the triangle, how many sides? It has 3. And how many triangles or triangle formed? Of course, only 1. Okay? So, kung gagamitin natin itong formula, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. And then the sum of the interior angles, just like what we have mentioned in our previous slides, we have 180 degrees. Okay? So, kahit gamitin natin tong formula, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 times 180 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. For the quadrilateral, of course, we have 4 sides. How many triangles formed? We have already illustrated it, which is equal to 2. And the sum of the interior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Just 2 times 180 degrees. For the pentagon, it has 5 sides. 3 triangles can be formed in a pentagon. And 540 degrees is the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. Next, we have the hexagon, which has 6 sides. And how many triangles can be formed in a hexagon? 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. And the sum of the interior angles of a hexagon, 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, times 180 degrees is equal to 720 degrees. For the heptagon, it has 7 sides. How many triangles can be formed in a heptagon? 5. And the sum of the interior angles 5 times 180 degrees is equal to 900 degrees. For the octagon, it has 8 sides. How many triangles can be formed? 6. And the sum of the interior angles is equal to 6 times 180 degrees is equal to 1080 degrees. So, malalaman natin yung mga susunod pang mga polygon like the nonagon, decagon, so on and so forth, based dito sa mga examples natin na ito. So, don't forget that the sum of the measures of the interior angles of any polygon is quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides of the polygon. Let's proceed to the exterior angles. An exterior angle of a convex polygon is an angle that is both supplement and adjacent to one of its interior angles. The interior angle is always supplementary to an exterior angle at that vertex. So we have here an illustration of exterior angle. So in the convex polygon ABCDE, we have interior angles A, E, D, B, and angle BCD. Bakit hindi na lang gawing angle C? Kasi meron tayo ditong exterior angle. So kapag ang ginamit lang natin ay angle C, okay, it will be confusing. Kasi nga meron tayong interior and exterior angles. So angle BCD yung gagamitin natin. And we only have one exterior angle for this illustration, which is the angle MCD. Now, for example, the angle BCD is equal to 115 degrees, or the measurement is equal to 115 degrees. What is the measurement of angle MCD? Okay, so we just have to subtract 115 degrees from 180 degrees. So the answer is 65 degrees. Because again, interior angle is always supplementary to an exterior angle at that vertex. So ito yan. Okay, supplementary angles sila. Don't forget that an exterior angle and interior adjacent angle are always supplementary, meaning they are equal to 180 degrees, or their sum is equal to 180 degrees. And then the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of any polygons is always 360 degrees. So addition ito. Okay, tandaan na kahit anong polygons, okay, they have the sum of 360 degrees nung kanilang exterior angles. Now, let's practice. What is the measure of one exterior angle of a regular quadrilateral? So, we have here an illustration of a regular quadrilateral. Again, when we say regular polygon, it means that all sides are equal and all angles are equal. Okay? Ayan. Remember that the sum of the exterior angles of a convex polygon is 360 degrees. So, since ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ngayon, or ang hinahanap ay yung isang exterior angle, yung measurement. Since the given is a regular polygon, which means all angles are congruent, then each exterior angle measures 90 degrees. Diba? Kasi nga, 360 degrees divided by 4, which is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so the measurement of one exterior angle of a regular quadrilateral is 90 degrees. Next, find the measure of one of the interior angles of a regular polygon with 5 sides. So, dito naman ang pinag-uusapan natin ay pentagon. Okay. So, how are we going to find the measure of one of the interior angles of a regular pentagon? the sum of the interior angles divided by number of sides, or pwede ring number of angles. Okay? So what is the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon? 540 degrees divided by the number of sides, which is 5, equals 108 degrees. Therefore, each angle of this regular pentagon measures 108 degrees. Okay? For our last practice, find the measure of the following angles. So we have here a map of the Cavite province. Okay? Given na meron tayo ditong four-sided polygon, or a. So we have to find the measure of angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Given na meron tayong mga measurement dito. So for the angle A, ayan. So which is an interior angle. Since given yung ibang measurement ng ibang interior angles, what is the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral or of a four-sided polygon? 360 degrees. So we just have to subtract the sum of this given measurement of interior angles from 360 degrees. Ayan. So 360 degrees minus the sum of 75, 70, and 120, which is equal to 95 degrees. So angle A is equal to 95 degrees. Next, how about the angle B? Since angle B is the exterior angle of angle A, diba? So, at sila ay supplementary. So, what we are going to do is to just subtract 95 degrees from 180 degrees, which is equal to 85 degrees. So, angle B is equal to 85 degrees. How about the angle C? Angle C is the exterior angle of this interior angle, which measures 75 degrees. So, same sa procedure na ginawa natin sa number 2 for the angle B. So, 180 degrees minus 75 degrees, which is equal to 105 degrees. So, angle C is equal to 105 degrees. And then, for our last item, angle B. So, ang kanyang interior angle measures 70 degrees. So, 180 minus 70 degrees, which is equal to 110 degrees. Angle D is equal to 110 degrees. Okay, so that's all for this video about relationship of interior and exterior angles of a convex polygon. I hope you have learned a lot. Thanks for listening and watching.